expect that it will go as smoothly as it did yesterday. But hope that it can go half an hour, yeah. So, yeah, the prospect, no, not the prospects. Yes, I'm flying without a safety net, of course, as I'm wont to do. Um, yeah, it's Charles. And oh, okay, I thought okay. I'll have to change that title because the title doesn't make sense. The title doesn't make sense. The title doesn't make sense. I was trying to add tags, but I guess. Anyway, oh yes. Pro tip: start every broadcast by inviting viewers to download the Habs app. Okay, that's awkward. Haps and app sound too close alike, so that's how about combining them and go download the Haps location. 2. Subscribe to get notified when I go live. And 3. Support my work on Haps. Well, that trick never works. Yeah, I know. That's very close to Ranty territory. Um, but on the positive, okay, I had 4. Well, I'm totally coming back at you by complete surprise. Uh, so last night's having four pairs of eyes, unless any of those 4 people were cyclopses, or unfortunate people who blind in one eye or lost an eye. But when I checked, which was a while ago, I'll grant you. Well, it was some hours ago. I had 29 total. So that means 25 people in replay had checked the oh wow, look at that. It's clear right now. For most of last night's broadcast or Hapscast. I guess that word didn't catch on. It was out of focus, so thank you. Yeah, so anyway, what I was trying to put as hashtags were drawing, which I will start momentarily. Talking, which I'm doing now, and Insta-tale, where I will. Well, the idea is I will boldly just start telling a tale. See where that goes, if it happens at all. I don't even know how long I'll be. Oh, already been live for 4 minutes. So, how are you doing? And if you feel like joining me, like in comments, go ahead. If you feel like giving me coins, hey, that's even better. And if you wanted to drop a comment as to why you won't be dropping any coins, that's fine too. Because I'd still be getting one. Because that's part of it, but yes, I'm not the only one who looks for more comments. Hey, what can I say? We're doing this thing. It's nice to know we're not screaming into the void. So, it's Friday. For me, that means pizza day! I'm up to two viewers. Though I did schedule a video for tomorrow at 2, where I'm gonna be reading a story. Now I've actually written a story recently that I posted in 2 parts a couple days ago. But the reception to that story, well, not many eyes have read it, so I guess I'll read that unless I finish another story between now and then, which, yeah, no, that won't happen. Yes, that's I'm feeling very round. No. Luckily, I started using my kneaded eraser. Hmm. Hmm. Kinda. And yes, I'm thinking a little Mighty Mouse here, but it's not a mouse. But ooh, ooh, that could be my Instatail. She might have to. Yay, 3 people. It's not my second best live stream of my so far early return. Ah! It keeps falling. That keeps falling. So was my weirdness missed? Possibly not. Okay. Well, I did find my way to have I am at 16,900 views or whatever, according to the count. Which, yeah, is a lot lower than many. Ooh. Aha! I've equaled yesterday's 4. For he's a jolly good streamer. For he's a jolly good streamer. For he's a jolly good streamer. Else why would I be here today? Else why would I be here today? Else why would I be here today? For he's a jolly good streamer. For he's a jolly good streamer. For he's a jolly good streamer. Else why would I be here today? Oh, bother. Urgh. Yeah, I don't draw symmetrically very well. And I can't give in. Okay. He needs to be bigger. He needs to be, well, he needs to be higher up. And now I won't be able to draw the same thing again, will I? Ah, now it's all creased. Crinkled. Oh, yeah. I was gonna... That's the guy I drew last night. I was going to post him as a picture, but I ran out of time and I didn't want to. Since he was from July 29th, I didn't want to. Add him in the new today because it's me. Anyway. So, let's try this again. We take yes, we take this one. Oh, bother. We'll try this again. Yeah, my drawing hasn't. It's what, same as it was before. Yeah. Hmm. So I think I've may have come up with an ending for the Kim North tale that I've been writing since the 25th with the last 5 days that I've been working on it, where in that quarter was the only writing I did, which was not much today or yesterday, but yeah, I may not hit the 90,000 words that I wanted to, that I put myself, that I left myself able to do after starting. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. At the risk of ruining this. There. What do you think? Yes, there's some mighty mouse in my head. No, this is not a mouse. It's, well, some kind of animal. Hmm. And now the all important coloring. Crude coloring. I don't think that's any tune. I don't know. So what do you think? Terrible? Hey, hey. Don't do that to me, desktop. Or as I like to say, desky. Hey. Ah, come on, you bugger. Yeah. Ooh. Ta-da! That's my hero animal. Well, that's the drawing. Well, I don't know how. Besides, I do have drawing. Um. Hmm. Now, does this little guy have a name? Hmm. Oh. Yeah, I did say I wanted. Yeah, Instatail. Hmm. Uh. Yes. The Instatail. Now, it won't be a completely told tale because already what I'm thinking about this drawing is that it's got it's got depth to it. Hmm. Well, either way, if I tell it and then convert it into writing, which I want to do, I may as well do it poetically. So this is and I didn't have any of this thought in my head before the drawing. This was as I was drawing, thoughts about what it could be came to my head. Ooh, 5. Thank you. And if any of you 5 want to say hey live, yeah, I know. That's 5 who've passed by. They could have been here for 1 second and gone. Yeah, I'm used to the no reactions and no, I'm not going to give a reaction to myself. That's kind of like, yeah, liking your own tweet. Okay. Of course, I could. Though, yes. Though, if I do it. Hmm. Hmm. But then to recapture the whatever number of words, I'll have to listen to myself, which I don't like to do. I don't like the sound of my own voice recorded, and it feels like I'm listening to some. Hmm. I'm listening to some. Well, if I use the word that I want to use, it also has another meaning, which some of you may or may not know, so I don't know if I should use that word. Anyway, I think I've put it off long enough. There once was a boy, let's call him Roy. Who liked all things heroes. And there were never zeros, not to him. Even if he got teased for liking them, especially the ones that he liked, who were most obscure. No Superman or Batman for him. No, no. No Iron Man or Captain America either. I mean, Marvel and DC were fine. It just didn't blow his mind like the handcrafted hero that the wizened old man made for him on the spot. When one summer's day, not 4 years before. Ooh, 7. Yeah, maybe I won't try to do direct capture because I'm not feeling the flow here. I mean, yeah, the boy can be Roy, but what I'm reciting, since I'm not feeling the flow. Like, there are times which I've written about before, but not all my writing I share. So I can be walking along from point A to point B, and I will start getting lines of verse. Like, I'm not actively thinking about blah, and then suddenly line after line after line of verse just comes to me. Like, obviously it came out of my head because it's not like angels from on high emailed it to my brain. But when it comes line after line, just like boom, 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 as I'm walking along and my poet's mind is exploding, it feels like, lines delivered on a silver platter. Though, yes, I suppose it could be delivered from Abba instead of oh. That's a little French for down below and up above. Ha! A true satanic verses. Shout out to Salman Rushdie. No, I've never read any of his writing, but that was some crazy shite. Yeah. Imagine writing something and There's people who think you should die. That's a trip. That's a trip I'll never take. Even though, well, if I had charisma, and that story was seen by more people, or, well, anyway, yeah, starting a story off with, so I slept with God. Yeah, I don't see that having any. Nah, there's no possibility there of anyone taking offense to that when you got sex and God. When you've got sex and God mixed together. So anyway, yeah, I guess it's not really Insta-tail, but uh, anyway, little boy is gifted a handmade statue of a heroic figure. So it would get placed prominently on his, well, see, if you're a boy, in my head I'm thinking he's 13, so he would have been 9 when he got it. Um, yes, I'm brainstorming with myself. Well, this needs to be more involved. Yeah, and I'm reminded of an idea I have, which I shared with you. And well, for as long as I can stream again, that's a home where I can do it. But I need the artists. And I have a couple places I can. Hmm, possibly. Ooh, 10. I can possibly get. Wow. 39 minutes in and at 75%. Wow. So, yes. So, hmm. Well, the long and the short of it is, his poor figurine that was handcrafted. That's a hero trapped in that inside that form, and hmm. Okay, the boy. Yeah, the boy's turning 13. Because I'm thinking before, I was thinking that on his 13th birthday, he starts to hear The heroic figure. Oh. Hmm. And the title could be figurine. Wow, 13. Okay. Now last night's am I getting lots of Europeans tuning in? So, hmm. What's the math? I had four live viewers. Hello. Yesterday, and when last I checked, I had 25 in replay. So, uh, that's better than 6 times. So, well, it's 6 point whatever because 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is, oh, 7. 7 times. Yeah, so, well, the total was 7 times, but the actual 25, that's 6. 4 times 6 is 24, so we'll go 13 times 6. So does that mean I'm going to have 78 replays? Yeah, probably not. So, yes. This story would be called Figurine, and it would be about the figurine of a hero, of a heroic figure. Hmm. So is the crafter a villain? Is the crafter the villain of the piece? Or is he a facilitator of freedom? Hmm. See, this is yes. So the idea again, you got the writer, you've got two two or three two or three artists. I think it would be a great little show because you're getting live unfolding art and story too. And you're looking at 2 to 6 panels. So each artist, because as I'm imagining it like an hour long show. So so you have the writer and you have 2 to 3 artists. There's a period of brainstorming. Yeah, I have it written out. But in brief, you got the brainstorming, and then after the brainstorming, while the artists are drawing a sketch of their characters, or presuming there to be multiple characters for them to draw, or if there's only one character, maybe they're drawing the same character, and the best version is the one that they go with. And yes, my stupid Desky is gone and turned itself off because of prolonged inactivity. And as I was getting it back, I was fighting the urge to go bleep 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 bleep. Anyway, back to the show. Yeah, so period of brainstorming, and then while the artists are drawing, the writer, me, though I wouldn't have to write all the episodes. He's writing, and since it's me, at least for the first episode. Yes, I'm thinking of it as a show, so episode is the correct term. Even if it never comes to fruition in any form beyond what it's in my head, it would be poetry. So yeah, and so let's say 10 minutes for brainstorming, 10 to 15 minutes for the artist to draw, the writer to write. Now, ideally, it's 10 minutes, so that'd be 20, and then up to 10 minutes for discussion. Presumably the audience, like if it's being done as a stream, the audience would be there watching and they'd be commenting. Love the artist, the poet sucks. Why does it have to be poetry? Whatever. Or, hey, that's cool. I could never do that. Whatever. But if you need to take the 5 minutes, then because I'm also thinking maybe there'd be a competitive element, or just so if it's say one character, and the artist who wins, who they go, oh, I like version A, I like version 1 best, yeah, I like 1 2 3. So the artist of version 1, he gets the more points, he gets the most points. I mean, it's not cutthroat. No one's getting eliminated. But it's just, hey, we keep track of things. I mean, Johnny down at the stock market who makes $1 million a year. Wow, that's hey, you make $1 million a year or more at anything. That's like, wow. And me, writing 1 million words a year. That's, I mean, because if you can laud someone making $1 million or more, then why can't you laud someone who writes 1 million words in a year? I mean, if they were all blah blah blah, like if I was just copy pasting, but this is, and some of the writing's pretty damn good. I mean, I'm biased. or maybe none of it's good. I mean, it's all art is very subjective. So one person can say, "Oh, that's crap." Another person's gay can say, "Well, that part's crap, but that I like that." So even if it's at the level of well, I don't like reality television, so even if you say what I'm doing is reality television, I'm okay with that. But I would say that it's better than reality television because it's writing, and especially this year when it's the aim is a million words of poetry. And as of my last count, 629,962 words of poetry. Now, you've seen you've seen the poetry. I mean, is it maybe it's plain? Like there's a certain plainness to it, but I'm okay with that because especially the narrative poetry. Because my feeling on poetry and well, I like poetry because first and foremost, I like poetry because it comes easily to me. Um, yeah, so and I'm pretty good with the flow. And that's see, poetry needs flow. If poetry doesn't have flow, just write prose, because flow and and the je ne sais quoi about the words, the ah. And yes, you can tell a narrative with poetry. Heck, I wrote a 42 poem tale that I think would be perfect as a play. Hmm. Maybe my future estate will get that. We'll finally get that work turned into a play. It was a love triangle story. Yeah, so not so much a story, but as just thinking it into existence. 17 people have passed through quietly. 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 Yeah, so 10 minutes of brainstorming, 10 to 15 minutes of writer and artists doing their thing, little discussion, and then for the next 20 minutes, the writer takes a back seat. Well, takes a back seat, but as the artists take take responsibility for two panels. Two panels each. So if it's just one artist, two panels are drawn. So that's why I say 2 to 3 because you're looking at 4 to. So 6 panels would be Yeah, that'd be the sweet spot in my thinking. So obviously you're not going full detail, but there's enough there that you can see. And I already have the okay, yeah, you can cut down, you can cut it down because if well, in the case of the first one that I have in mind, I already have an image in my head, and based off that, how it how it would unfold. So you can cut out the brainstorming. So you could do it two ways. You could do it the full. So yeah, 10 and 10 is 20. 10 of discussion, that's 30. 20. 20 of the artists. Well, me as a writer could be throwing ideas out there and giving more of the story. Maybe talking tone or just so. So it's still very visual because who wants to see a writer madly typing on the keys? Though I've done streams where I've actually 21 where I've actually been typing. So wow, 6 times 21. 126. Wow. And nobody's commented yet. I've been doing some cool shit here for the past 58 minutes. Even if your comment is shut up, writer, I would take that as a comment. I mean, I would hope it would be in jest. I fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that it would be. Said with a lull. Shut up, writer. Lull. You know. Or quit your bitching. Quit whining. Or shut up and entertain. I mean, assuming I am entertaining. And I should never assume that. You know what they say about people who assume? So yeah, 10, 10, 10 and 10 makes 20, another 10 makes 30, 20 makes 50, and then the wrap up and assigning of final points. And so, yeah, if you had the same group of artists, it would end with the points. The points would be assigned, and yes, unlike whose line is it anyway, the points do matter. Well, yeah, for pride and just for why not? It's an added element, and so if you had the same number of same crew, you could after a season say 13 episodes, you would have points. You would have a good number of points. And, different. Or if you had a small cast, maybe 6 artists and 4 writers. Because I wouldn't have to be the writer for all the episodes, like doing the in and they wouldn't all be poetry. If it was other writers involved. And the writing in that would be, setting up the scene and maybe some dialogue, which you could, if you're inspired for 6 panels, yeah, a writer could go boom. Um, hmm. So and also the point of the point of the points and the voting would be if they, well, we got two ways to look at it. If the crowd goes, yes, we like those 6 panels, those 2 to 6 panels, we want to see more. Depending on your feelings, the creatives of that particular episode, they could either provide more or say thanks. We're gonna work on it over here, and so it's a way of gauging interest in, because maybe this collection, they come up with something and go like, wow, this is good, and then they make it. So, um, and then if not, you come up with a new idea. I mean, ideas, yeah, ideas are easy. It's the execution that's hard. So let's see. But it's the getting of it's the getting the artist to art. Because yes, I can draw, but I can't do comic book drawing. I don't do sequentials, and as you can see, you know, sure, I've only been drawing since the end of 2017, but yeah, drawing sequentials, that's a little beyond me. Unless I get magical talent transfusion. But I can do, I can draw enough for t-shirts and cards and inspiring stories. Can almost draw well enough for comic strips. Uh, so that's why, because if I was a one man band, it'd be easy. But also, if that's a big word, for such a small word, 2 letters, it's if the Titanic hadn't hit the iceberg, if we didn't have, you know what, I'd ask a girl out as a friend to go with me to prom. Never occurred to me to ask her. And at the prom, someone said, "Well, why didn't you ask so and so?" C'est la vie. So yeah. So I'm down to 56%. It's 10:41. Been at it for an hour. How long should I keep streaming? I would like to write more than, well, I'd like to harvest more than half a field. Because to get back on the horse, as it were, and because I'm still doing I want each quarter to be better than the last, and I'm 4-1, 4-1 on that. And I'm also trying to get to 90,000 words, and well, I didn't write as much yesterday as I thought I would, as I was hoping to. So, oh yeah. Coming into today, I was at 83,099 words of poetry. A little more with taking into account some non rhyming that I did last week. And again, for those of you who don't know, whether you care or not, I'm going to share it anyway. I keep it simple. Got 4 weeks a month because I go 1 to 7, 8 to 14, 15 to 21, 22 to 28, and then the last 1 to 3 days is the Atlaku. So I've got 48 weeks a year and 12 Atlaku. And Atlaku is, I forget what language for what dregs, or the collection of last days, which I just like the way it sounded, Atlaku. So it's one of the European languages. I don't even remember what the word was, but 48 weeks and 12 Atlaku for 60. Atlaku. Wow. No, 21 sets of eyes have passed through. And yes, I rather like this guy. I mean, there's some there's some misshaping there, but it wouldn't be that if this guy was properly drawn by an actual artist. Yeah, I'm just a drawer. That's what I refer to myself as. I don't though yes, I draw art. It becomes art once I've drawn it, but I am not an artist. There's a Yeah, so instead of saying I'm Spartacus, I would say I'm not Spartacus. I'm not an artist. But yeah, this is my favorite of the day so far. Yeah. Um so it's not so much an insta-tale because I abandoned that, but you got the gist of it. You got the gist of the story. A boy, his hero, and an unknown villain. Like either the crafter of the peace Is the villain trapping heroes for his own amusement? Or he's allowing for the rescue because he makes the pieces for children, and maybe there's some kind of magic between children and these heroes that allows that after a period of time, though 4 years is admittedly a long time, uh anyway, because maybe 13 is the magic that unlocks, yeah, and that idea of the unfolding art. That's a that's a winning idea. I should try and make it happen, even just here. But I need the artists. I need the artists and how to get them. I know where to find them, but it's to draw them in to drawing. And yes, okay, the show, it can be an hour, but it can cut it down to, well, if I come at them with the idea, there's 10 minutes off. So it goes from uh okay, let's say it goes from 58, cut off 10 minutes, that's 48. Um the discussion, that's another 10 minutes. So it's 38 minutes. Yeah. And brainstorming, yeah, you could probably knock off a couple minutes there. So 38. Okay, 34. Yeah, so okay. You got okay, 35 minutes. You can cut it down to 35 minutes. Or if even do it the well, if I'm coming at them with the idea already, that opening, like for the opening one, if I come to them with the with the poetry already written, so yeah, that could be down. Yeah, so 24. Could be less than half an hour. But bottom line for this idea to work, hmm. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, yeah, it's been well 75 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I've so only down to 50%, but I've got some writing to do. I'm not gonna try to recapture what. Yeah, because that wasn't. Yeah, the flow was not good. So yeah, I enjoyed this. I don't. Ooh, 23. 23 have passed through. Hmm. Um, I'm Charles Petrie. You're not. That works out better for you. But somebody has to be Charles Petrie, so I got picked. Tree Life. Tree Life, I got picked. I was drafted to be Charles Petrie. Did I win the draft? Did my team win the draft? Anyway, thanks for passing through. However long you were here. I mean, odds are 23 of you are not here. Even if you continue to be shy and reserved and unable to type a comment, or yes, I understand you're too shy to comment, too shy to too shy to well, you can't afford the coins, even though what's the math? Oh yeah. Well, 50 times on this month, 50 times 31. That's 1550. And then if you're broadcasting just what is it? 10 minutes a week, you're getting 500 coins. So do that times 4. That's 2000 plus 1550. Yeah, you're getting 3550, 3550 in coins for free, just for yeah. I know I'm ending it with a nag, which is a drag, but uh, I mean I'm nowhere near the $200 floor to take money out, and at this rate I never will reach the 200. 20 years from now it'll be 193. Just $7 more. $7 more. Oh. I mean, even just a yeah, I know. I didn't. Yeah, okay. I didn't mean to come at you hard with the nagging, but or scolding, whatever, or whining. It's just one click. Anyway, I'm Charles Petrie. Occasionally, I kvetch. Yeah, I think you pronounce. I think for kvetch you pronounce the K because otherwise it's vetch. Yeah, I don't know. I think kvetch. Yeah. I'm Charles Petrie, talking at you from my spacious studio. Okay, it's a 1.5. I started calling it a flat because that poetically works better than apartment. So yeah, that's how spacious it is. But it's big enough for my needs and big enough to broadcast from. Anyway, seriously, thanks for having passed through. Um, and I guess I haven't earned any reactions, any comments, or any gold. So I guess I got to do better. Uh, yeah, don't we all have to do better in some way? Thank you. This has been Charles Petrie. I will continue to be Charles Petrie, but until I come at you again, you have yourself, well, great day, night, or morning. Peace upon your face.